But I said you got a good angle so that we'll be all in the shot. Because what I'm gonna do is when y'all come to sit down, I'm gonna move down a little.
Yeah, we good.
All right.
Yeah, once JT sits down there, I'm gonna sit here. Gotta be nice.
Flicky.
I was like,
I need to get mine. So
I'm about to say, whatever happened to 6ix9ine? That nigga just vanished from the face of the earth. Like,
No, he wanted in New York.
What you mean? What happened to him?
Did it start?
yeah, I already started.
You already started? Okay.
Yeah.
Since you tequila and pineapple?
You goddamn right it is.
Go ahead, slide on in. Slide on in.
Happy juice.
Should I intro myself first when I come in?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas will have to squeeze the lemon. Squeeze the lemon. Squeeze the lemon.
That's it.
No, motherfucker, well, you really gonna put me in the corner today? happy joy, bitch! The one and only JT, the comedian, also known as One It, the male exotic entertainer. Mr. Stripper to your girl. I make her laugh first, then I clap them cheeks.
How do you follow that? It's your man, 22 times the plush king, aka your girl's favorite teddy bear. 2 pumps and a squeeze. Get out of here.
Waiting.
Hello and welcome to More Than You Can Handle. I am the one and only. It's your boy RC, Mr. Felician Meow. I thank you later.
Bruce, would you like to do this?
Yeah.
Boom! 22 times would you introduce our special guest?
Yes, we have a prestigious guest tonight. He is one of esteem. One of esteem and professionalism. He is a producer, entrepreneur, videographer, content creator.
Keep it going.
You may not have seen him, but you've seen his work on CBS, NBC, ESPN. The one and only Zach James, everybody. Clap it up.
Zach James, bitch.
Yeah.
Zach James, bitch.
All I want to say is, when he walked in to Ladder 15 today, I was talking to him about his beautiful Philadelphia Eagles hat and about the one and only 22 times JB's jersey. These niggas supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to beat him up with this jersey, and we was gonna watch. However, he's the fucking guest. But whatever.
If we were in another
Welcome.
city,
Welcome. That's all I'm saying. Welcome. I was like, bearded niggas don't fight each other. Bearded niggas don't fight. He was like, yeah, we got beards in here. We don't fight.
what? 200, man.
I don't fight no more either. I got hollow points. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I don't want to argue. I
And
talk
that
shit,
is-
hurt your feelings.
And
I'd rather not hit you.
And that is the Philly way.
No, it's not the Philly way. It's my way. I'm gonna explain why. I don't like violence. Can I fight like a motherfucker? Do I feel like it? No. So, in other words, my life is in danger. Bang bang, bitch. No restart. I'll holler at you. But yeah, that's it. But let the show begin.
Mr. James.
What's up, brother?
So we first met at, what was it, a
Podcast movement meet up in Philly.
in Old City.
Yup,
In Old
yup.
City. I can't remember the bar, it's not important.
Nutty bar. It's a bar that we would not be in if it wasn't for the event.
Were there a lot of people that are not melanated?
It was very.
It was actually populated with a lot of melody.
But that's 'cause of the event. I think it was 'cause of the event.
Yeah, we don't,
Okay.
Black people don't go to Old City like that.
Caucasians was popular. Yeah.
But no, we met for the first time there. Shit, we talked for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was so funny because it even happened at when we went to the podcast movement event in DC.
Yeah, just a few weeks ago.
People just kind of gravitated to the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we were standing there, and I think we swapped out at least 3-4 groups of people.
Wait, time out. You was in DC too with this nigga?
I was in DC.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
hating.
It was a good vibe.
We gonna go back. We're gonna go back as a group
We're going back. So you got us the deal
for the black podcast movement. Joint.
Did you get us the deal though from the group?
That ain't no deal, man.
So we
Ain't
got
no deal?
come on. We're not going with this nigga. He gotta go by himself. We thought he got some vagina and didn't want to come back. That's how long.
Oh, what's good? Am I talking shit like I said? What's up? Can I slide in? Slide in. I'm already
Slide in. Somebody came in it already, but slide on in.
What's good?
What's up with you boys?
What's up, brother?
So shout out to the one and only Tariq Malik for sliding on in.
Yes,
Introduce
sir. What's
yourself.
good? It's your boy comedian Tyreek Malik. You can follow me on Instagram at Beast.
Time out. We hating. We're not gonna let him get it out.
So
He was cutting everybody off.
that's okay.
I'm gonna save the whole conversation. I'm gonna slide it in there like I'm talking.
Go ahead, finish.
It's gonna be more
We only messing with you. Nigga doing beats like 95 to the left table. He did beats like 95 to the left table. Wait a minute.
Somebody gonna get that information. You know what I'm saying?
So I would like to first start with what you do normally as a creator. Like what's the day to day in the life of Zach James?
Damn, normally? I'll admit, every day is different, bro. Every day is very, very different. But on the creative side, I kind of have a couple different silos. There's a podcasting lane that I'm in. And that's pretty cool. Even today was part of it. I shoot on behalf of Breakbeat Media, the Don't Call Me White Girl podcast. So I was doing that today. Hope you feel better, Mona. She was actually under the weather today. So, you know, it was a shorter podcast than average. But she's been going hard every week for, I think this is the 156th episode. So she's been putting in work for a while. So I shoot that on Mondays. That day is frustrating as fuck. Because, you know, there's some delays that happen a lot, you know, in that space. So sometimes, you know, we don't always start on time. We want to start on time, and sometimes, you know, folks is just having fun, you know, doing recreational things prior to. So sometimes it takes time. You gotta get through that, which pushes the day to be a little longer than you want it to. I said all that as PC as I could. But
I heard
We don't do PC.
yeah, we don't. We don't.
media train.
And I almost want to, there's a lot of that. There's a lot
We
of that.
say words. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. We don't use the F word at
Okay.
work. I call them jump shots. Kobe. We do say the R word, like retarded. So we don't do the pause. Believe me. Me and Twani don't do pause. We don't say no diddy. We might be like no diddler just because it's funny.
Because it's fun.
That's it. But we feel like I'm not a gay, so I'm gonna say what I want to say. You know what I mean? Only time I gotta say something is like, yeah, I'm not on your team.
I'm a grown ass man. We can fight if you want to.
I don't feel like fighting. We talked about this. I don't feel like it. No.
Shout out to folks watching us from London.
Oh yeah. The
London
UK
town.
in the building.
London town.
She gonna be a part of a soccer team soon. Watch.
Tit tit cheerio.
Spotted T.
You said tit cheerio.
No.
So,
I mean, first of all,
No, because the nipples too small, they can fit through a Cheerio. I don't want them.
no, but I'm pretty sure them soccer balls will play with them titties. Her titties bigger than
You know
her
what?
head.
I've never thought
I've
of
seen her
a
in the
Cheerio being like a barometer of size
Nipple.
for a nipple.
I'm a titty person.
That is
But it makes a lot of sense. Like that size could be a below average or above average nipple.
wow, because
Because
first of
you
all,
figure-
the manufacturers
Wait. You know what I do? I treat titties like my blonde Uncle Rob. He be like, Uncle who? Uncle Rob, because he a pervert. So when I go get some new titties, I turn the lights out and I be like this.
You go get
I want to
new
read the titties like, yeah, my uncle
Like
talking
Braille.
about Braille.
titties.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
Can we use Apple Jacks?
Yes.
Yeah, same shit.
So here's the
Same
thing.
shit.
all yellow.
But wait, that might be license slander.
Is it the barometer?
No,
what's
you
the
can't
barometer
necessarily
of
be
certain
licensed
cereals that-
because they
But
green.
you know what's really funny about Kellogg's is the fact that the man made cornflakes. I think he's a Mormon. He made cornflakes to make people less horny. But
So,
I haven't
what?
seen a cereal more eaten than when you're having sex than cornflakes.
That's the
First of all, wait.
Yeah, that sugar.
First of all, wait.
Oh,
What you
yeah.
know about cornflakes at your age? Because you know what I did with cornflakes? I made my own cinnamon toast crunch. Added that cinnamon, sugar, and some nutmeg with the milk.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Got right on that note? Oh, that's
Cornflakes
what
at
it
all.
is? Okay.
Oh, what about Golden Grams though? We talking cereal. Golden Grams.
I wasn't a fan, but my aunt always got the Cookie Crisp when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
I used to speak on Cookie Crisp. I did. Because my aunt was like an older sister to me.
Yeah.
You know, got me about like 5 years.
Too far into the tangent of breakfast cereals.
And titties fitting inside the chair.
Yeah, because that's wild.
I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna think about that.
I'm gonna grab a box of cereal.
It's not gonna work, but
But you gotta
Try.
put, you gotta put Toastio. You gotta put the bag.
Toastio.
You gotta put the Toastio.
I just went to a Wincoat because I was in Seattle. I know what Wincoat is.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to the Wincoat and they had the blueberries, the Frankenberries.
Yo.
I was like, oh my goodness. I meant to
out of season?
Yo, they
You
had
know
them,
they usually
had them when I
only
was there. I was like, they had these since like
out of season.
early 90s,
Because
late
that's one of them
80s.
joints that's only in season during Halloween.
No, we live on the Grand.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we out here being petty, as somebody said, we're some petty MFers.
So
So that's Monday to Friday.
So, Mr. James, under your umbrella of what you do in media, what's your favorite medium?
I think the thing I've enjoyed most has been live podcast production. So cameras, lights, but like it's broadcasting to YouTube, Facebook in real time. It's very first of all it's nerve wracking. So I like that angst that builds up and making sure it's going, like, you don't even know if the connection going to work, if the Wi-Fi going to drop. Like there's so many factors into it. But when you do it in a high level, you can charge a lot of money for it. So like, I love when you're going live. Once you're done, the work is for the most part done. Versus I got to record and I go chop it up, mix angles, and make clips. Like, I really like doing live podcast production, and that can be in person or virtual. I like both spaces. But yeah, that's probably my zone that I want to put more energy into. I love that the most.
Now you had taught a course at the podcast movement at AC.
I did.
Want to talk about that?
I did a little, what they call a brain burst or brain date or whatever it was. It was pretty cool. I did one, it was about producing, moving from an audio podcast to a video podcast with little to no money. That was the topic. And I was teaching people how to use StreamYard, which is what I use to produce virtual podcasts. I've done about 20 of them so far, probably about 300 episodes. And I think if you want to, you can learn those skills and do it yourself. It won't really cost you anything. Or you can pay a company like mine to produce it for you, but again, have a well-produced virtual podcast where your guests can be anywhere in the world,
Like the plug.
and you can actually have that joint come out and look real crispy.
Before you go, I got a question.
Yeah.
So, knowing Tyreek Williams, they do
Right there.
90 Uptown Radio 90.5.
Sure.
They do a live, pretty much, podcast radio
I love that.
weekly. So, I feel like y'all two should talk
Definitely.
into this
Definitely.
because of what he does.
I
You
love
get what
it.
I'm saying?
Well, what he sounded like he was saying about his services is whatever he does is extremely hard and no one else but him can do it. That's what I thought I heard, right? Did you say it right?
I mean, it's not
possible for
He
you.
was like, you could.
I'm drawn.
Oops.
It's not easy to
Party
do.
foul.
We get drunk in here. I'm just saying.
I like
Yeah, that's
that.
it.
It's called Boppity Bop, aka 22 times.
I love that. It's not that nobody can do it. It's just it definitely takes a skill. And the first skill that I look for, because I'm trying to build a team to do this right now, is someone has to have a feel for production, have a feel for how a show should flow. Because when you're sitting there hitting buttons, you hitting intros and outros, and you making things pop up on the screen, you have to kind of know what the host is about to say and do, so you time it right. So that feel is tough. So I like people who are really in it. Like, I've had folks say, "Oh, I got free time. I can help you do X, Y, Z." Bro, you can't. If you don't really know this space, or at least have a passion to grow in this space, it'll be a waste of time for the both of us. And I've learned that over years of trying folks out and have some skills in other areas and want to see if they can do production. And I think that's the tricky part. So production in this sense isn't I'm figuring out what the host is going to be talking about and coming up with the flow of the show. You don't have to do none of that. It's literally I am in a control booth, which is my laptop, and I'm hitting the right buttons at the right time so that this person, all they have to do is host. But when you're watching it, it looks like a show on TV.
So-
That's the key.
So the thing is, you have to know who you're working with.
You have to have a good relationship there. You got to build that relationship over time. Once you've done it enough, it don't matter who you're working with. You know how it goes, and you're trying to help them become a good host. because you know how a show
So,
should flow.
I say that because with us three,
Yeah,
we all do comedy.
right. I can tell.
We all know how each other are,
Right.
and we kind of work off of each other because we know how each other are. Like, our thing is, since the three of us, we have a voting mentality of, normally we work together, but if something comes up, we have a situation of, all right, we'll vote on it.
Right.
2 out of 3 win.
Right. Right.
Most of the time, we're normally on the same page, normally 3 for 3,
Right.
when it comes to business. We always damn near 3 for 3 because it's the business of it, but we all have the same thinking, but we're all different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We all come from different lives. I'm different, he's different, he's different. You know what I mean? As I always tell people, and somebody's like, why you always say that? He's our headliner when it comes to a comedy show. You get what I'm saying? I am more of I'm a person that they be like, what the fuck he gonna do?
Yeah.
He can host, great. I can host too, but it's like, what do we want to do? Do we want me to host or want him to host?
Right.
Most time I'm like, pick this nigga to host. I'll
Because-
probably jump in there
And then I also,
and be random.
we have to put a
A
disclaimer
disclaimer.
in front of when
Yeah.
it goes up.
Fuck
Like,
most
people
of you.
look at me at first and be
Fuck most of
like,
you. But people got mad because I said he's the funniest one on stage. And I'm like, but he is. He's done the most work. He's
Yeah.
the best comedian when it comes to being.
Yeah. And that's not knocking anybody else or anything.
Right,
yourself.
but it's like,
He
it's
has
just
the
knowing
most
what we
time.
do, but
Right.
we work so well with each other, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's one of those things where you're a team. I don't have to be the best motherfucker on the
Right.
team. I got a team. Yeah,
Right.
You might be able to beat me, but I got a homie that'll beat the shit out of you. Fuck
Right.
you.
Even if we can't, we gonna jump.
I can beat your homie.
Even if we can't, we gonna
Like, you know
jump.
what I'm saying?
Right.
We gonna fight skill level. I did comedy for 10, he did comedy. I could beat him in comedy.
Ron
That's
Harper
what I'm
got a
saying.
lot of rings.
Exactly.
Luke
That's
Longley
what
got a
I'm
lot of
saying.
rings.
He stutters a lot, but all right.
Like, yeah, I mean,
It's
I
like the team.
it's hard for multiple people to lead in the same space.
Yeah.
Not impossible, but when you have that good relationship and growth, when the person who's leading rises, other people rise too.
Mm-hmm.
So after a while, you who might have not been in the lead 2 years from now, you're better than the leader was 2 years
No,
ago.
no. See, that's
I'm
the thing.
right.
We all know how to lead. We all know how to follow.
That's a key part.
And that
people
right
do.
there is the key
Yeah.
to us. We can follow each other, we
Mhm.
can lead each other, and we know how to keep it in line as a fucking team.
Mhm.
like, there's been nights where he and I have been hosting, and we're like, who can go first? I don't know. You should go first. And then it'll be the same thing, but you should go first. And it's always the thing of flipping a coin, and then based off of how he does this first half, then I know how to close the show, or vice versa. If I
Right.
open it up, then he knows how to close it out to the point where even when we close out the show together, it's like you can see everybody still, and we still got a hold of the audience to close the show out.
Right.
You know, how sometimes people are like, all right, they closing out, let me get up. They even stick around like, all right, I know they about to say something, or something's about to be done, and I don't want to miss it. And that's what I like about working with these guys here.
But we also respect each other as men, as colleagues, as friends. And I think when you have those three things, especially when you go into business, because I started a media company, and you know how it is, owning your own media company is fucking rough, especially if you're trying to find partners. And you're trying to find people that's invested, like you invested. I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot. I'm not even scared to tell you how much money I think we spent because we took that PPE money or whatever that that $10,000 and put all that stuff towards equipment and everything else, plus the money we put up, gave me $20,000. We spent. Yeah,
I'm gonna just
Shit,
say I'm
I ain't
grateful.
around.
I didn't lose that much from our first show.
Yeah, but it was because we were putting money in every week for everything, for the
Right.
number, the website, all the stuff, the mailing address, all different types of dues and stuff we were putting together. So to make the media company, but when you don't have the right partners together, it don't matter how great your ideas are, how talented you are. If your stuff is not organized, it does not matter.
Right.
And you don't have people in there with you.
I think that's what's dope about
Oh,
being.
hold on. Go ahead, Tyler. No, I was going to say, the good thing about being leaders in different fields, at different times, I might need your leadership more than yours. You get what I'm saying? And that right there is a triple-headed mindset. Like, when a guy said from don't be a menace. Yeah, my homie don't want no problems, but I do. Like,
Right.
in this point in time, he's the boy that's gonna knock you out. I don't have to. He knows that we're a team, and when it comes to criticism, I'll take criticism when it's come from with love.
So that's the difference in, I don't want criticism from somebody that has not done what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not constructive criticism from somebody that's done what I've done,
Right.
I don't want to hear it.
Or at least have some type of background to
Right,
relate
so-
to. So I know it's coming from a place of experience versus.
So, but it's a difference in that. Because taking it from a patron and what you do and somebody and what you do is a difference. You want to hear what the patrons have to say because you want to know what they like about what you do and what they don't like.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, in comedy, do I want to hear what other comedians have to help me out with? I do. It depends on what I'm going to take from it. Now, you just telling me some horse manure, I don't care. I'm calling it horse shit, not cow shit. So, now, if you want to tell me on the other side of what I do, how to do X, Y, Z, I want to hear that shit. I want to hear from the women. I don't give a fuck about what you think. I give a fuck about what women think. Because I'm not performing for you as men, I'm performing for women. Comedy, I want to hear what everybody got to say. I'm either going to take it or I'm not. You get what I'm saying? Every chief had to be Indian first. All right? I've learned to lead from the front, back. I've learned to lead from every position you could put me. And some people are like, how can you lead from the back? Easy. You have to know what you're doing. That's it. That's all it is. You just gotta know what you're doing. And people have to understand your angle. That's all.
One thing that's funny to
And
me,
you tell them to do from the back too. Like, yo,
Right.
shut up.
Uh-huh.
Bend over. Put your face on that pillow. Easily.
That's not like porno. Okay, I want it.
Somebody got to direct the porno. I mean, shit.
Hold your butt cheeks open. Spit on your butt while I put the head in.
I've done it before. Man.
This nigga nasty. But all right.
I got an interesting kind of story that weaves into that too, because how I got started in content, there could have been a lot of bumping of heads through the leadership. I don't know if any of you are familiar with a platform that's called My New Philly. It was pretty big from 2015 to 2020. Basically, COVID killed us. But I came on board, ended up meeting the owner. His name was Kyrie Terrell. He's a movie producer and does a lot of stuff here in the Philly area. And I got linked up with him, and they just said he needed someone to help sell commercials. And I was really like a salesman for hire when I started in this consulting entrepreneurship journey. I used to work in pro sports up in New York for years, the Nets basketball team specifically. So I had a lot of skills in sales, knew nobody in Philly, got plugged in with him, and he was like, I need someone to sell commercials. So I came on board to the team to basically try to generate revenue. And then he had a woman named Ebony Dukes. She's also awesome. She owns a black-owned wine tasting spot up in Roxborough now. She's a sommelier now. But she was the sort of the executive producer of the platform. She was handling the team and all of the admin stuff and just keeping the engine running. He was sort of the head of the videography and the content creation. And then I kind of became the head of like the sales marketing arm. So the three of us each had a major pillar to run. We were all very much alpha leaders and had basically worked together to grow this brand as best we could. And because what you said earlier, like, you got to know your shit. I did not know production. I did not know the organization side. I knew sales and marketing. Kyrie did not know sales and marketing or the organization side, but he knew production. And same on her end, she knew what she knew, not our spaces, and we let each other lead in those areas, and that helped us grow really quickly, really well. It wasn't a lot of stepping on toes. We had some arguments, we had our moments, but like nothing that was catastrophic or would tear the fabric of the business. Nah, we were good because everyone respected what everyone did. We grew to a really high level. Again, if COVID did not hit, I don't even know, like, we would all probably still be invested in this. It would be a major staple in Philly now.
And now I have a PPP loan.
Yeah, man.
Those PPP loans, I tell you, when I started my media company, I was about to say delivery, but fuck that. I was working 2 jobs,
Right.
business. I was tired.
Sound like your regular life. All right. That was 3 jobs. All right.
Yeah.
You sure you're not Jamaican 20?
These
I ain't see you on my Tico Bay.
Jamaican, Haitian, whatever one, man, and then the hair didn't help.
Right?
Wagwan.
Go on, funny.
I don't know none of those now. I just know work. I just know one speed. That's 100%.
Right.
But no, we started the company and it was just with high hopes. It started out well with high hopes. It was cool. We had a lot of people that came on to the business, young people, all the way to older people that were like closer to my age, kind of still younger, but that had years in the media, videography, and doing stuff like that. But and then we had younger people. I think the youngest person we had that was part of the team, she was 20, but she was dope. She was fire. She was an artist. She produced her own music. Like she was a dope photographer, videographer. But it was just focus was the hardest part of that. And I don't think people understand when you have a team, focus is the hardest part of anything because you can have one mindset of, yo, we're going to do this at this time and you just hold on a little bit longer. And I think that was the hardest thing because once again, we started during the pandemic, but we were setting things up for when things open up.
So there was no patience.
There we go. It was no patience, unfortunately. But also, people live. Life was lifing. And unfortunately, I think if we were able to keep it together, we'd have been dope because we had a lot of intrigue from, we had Eve's little brother.
So the morning?
Yeah. The morning dew. We had Eve's little brother on. We had
Now I want to know his name too.
Yeah. We had a.
What that is his name?
It's not. I'll tell you after the show. But we had a state representative. He was down to go because he knew one of the owners, which is one of my friends. They were basketball coaches together, and he became a state representative in like early 20s, early 30s. Isaiah Thomas, actually, that's the thing. Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there. People keep losing bets.
Yeah. It's only Isaiah Thomas. But so he was ready, but that would have definitely raised, if we were able to do some type of form of media for him, that would have definitely raised our profile as a new media company. And what we were able to do, so especially going into, because people don't even know, there was pretty much no real media happening during that time if it wasn't on social media. But if you were a new company and you were pushing stuff, because a lot of media companies nosedive. So it was like, we would have just, because we were a street team. So we had all the equipment. We just
That sound like
The ability to run it, done with content it still is extremely attractive and separates you because a lot of the folks that got the big equipment and the big stuff that they pay big dollars for is stationary. They don't move that stuff around.
Yeah.
If you can bring quality equipment to people, especially if you have the time and energy to just do work for folks, like I'm not gonna say free, but like look for those people who are on the come up that need to have quality content and don't have a crazy budget because they're also fundraising, they're doing a campaign, whatever. That's great partnerships to level yourself up as well. Use them as sort of a building block, not only to get your skills even better, but like they're gonna start talking to you about the people. They know they owe you. When you do something, I love doing people favors, yo. I love people owing me. I love it so
That
much.
just don't sound good.
It is what it is. I love it. I love
You
it.
can also do media for for perks, like you know what I'm saying. You got a pack of perks. You know what I mean?
Perks?
Yeah, perks and weight,
Like a set, like
No, Percocets.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, I was
I was like, yo, you mean like getting into the nice events, like the
I didn't sell the perks after my surgery, but my perks disappeared after my surgery. I think my mom stole them. But
that's hilarious.
No, but that's I think relationships are the most important thing, especially what we do as entertainers and as media. Is relationships because we don't have that. Like it was so funny when we were in DC. You remember we went to the bar across the street from the hotel, and when we ran, how many executives we didn't ran into at that bar? They only went into there. We only went into there because like, let's go get something to eat and chill, whatever. And then they were only in there because it was the guy's wife's birthday, I think it was. And he went to ride the bull. It was a bull. It was a
Did you ride the bull?
Oh, wow.
Did you ride the bull?
I'm a black man. We don't ride stuff. We don't ride stuff. Like,
I'm just American. I'm dangerous. I
I'm
got
not
all that
about to be
motherfucker.
white people's entertainment. Oh my God! Look at this! Oh, Twice going crazy.
They were-
I would have got on it. It was like the Diddy
They would've
party.
had a great
I wasn't
time.
going to the room that smelled like Dookie, but I went to the party. I'm just saying.
That would have been a video that went viral. It was that Twan falls off bull. I would have made a ridiculous version.
And
No, but
would you look worse than the banana crumbs?
I'm not familiar, but this
No. So essentially, what happened was we were out one night. We had I think we did the open mic or something. We had our own open mic we were doing. After that, we were at the bar. I was drinking very profusely.
He was boppity bop.
That's a hell of a way to describe how much he was drinking.
We call it boppity bop. when it
Bobbity
comes to
bop.
him. Yes.
I was really bobbity bop. And then RC left, and then JT was like, "Yeah, we going to another bar." I was like, "Sure." Like I was just saying yes to that. Like at that point, we got to the bar, and then they were doing karaoke. And he went to go talk to whoever he knew at the bar, and I just shot straight over to this one woman singing single.
Which was by Usher. Not
Yeah.
at the time.
Single, I'll be your boyfriend till the sun comes up. Yeah. So
I don't know how he started with
Was that
Usher.
song even playing?
Yes.
No, it was.
Okay.
He was like, well, the song is he just wanted to start singing it to her.
I've been drunk, but I know I did it. I'm not one of the people that be like, "Oh no, I didn't do that."
We record each other when we go out
No,
because
you got to. You
we
got
gonna
to.
laugh at it
Yeah.
the next day.
It was so funny. It was at one point my jacket was like by my elbows, and I was singing to this one random woman, and she was eye contact.
She was with it.
And then on the ride home, I was. And
No. Explain how he wanted to go to Wendy's.
So I seen that version.
He was like,
Yeah.
"I'm hungry." I was like, "I got a banana in the car." He takes the banana, he peels it, he starts eating the banana. I've never seen a banana with crumbs.
that's what confused me.
So I got so many pictures. However, with us, before we post anything, we'll talk about it.
Oh, it's in
I don't
the
ever
shit.
post anything, or they don't ever post anything without us talking, because we do not want to embarrass one another. Number one.
Yeah.
But if it's funny and we feel like, yo,
It's funny.
post that shit.
But you know
we'll
what's so
post
crazy about it is my family, I think, has a photo album of just me sleep.
it. So do we now.
I got a video on my phone. You sleep snoring.
I think we all do.
That's actually a compliment that I feel comfortable enough to go to sleep around you.
That
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Because you know, you ever drive with somebody and they fall asleep, they're saying, "Listen, you're such a good driver, I'm not even worried." Or they're
Yeah, that's not this scenario.
No, he goes to sleep. he got to sit in the back now. He is not a driver.
He wasn't going to sit.
He got to sit in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too.
He can't be the navigator. No.
He cannot navigate the drive.
I was lit. I was a lot of drinks in.
I never heard him fart while he was drunk and sleep though.
Which is a positive.
I fart while I'm awake and just lock the windows.
But it's sorry. So take back to relationships and just no matter where you are developing those relationships, as you said about we met a bunch of those executives in the bar. What was it? Guy from CES. Was it somebody from iHeart? But I got a lot of good information from them because they were really cool. They were just really cool. They just told me what I needed to hear. It wasn't mean. It was just what I needed to hear in the moment, which was he was like, "Yo, you need at least 10,000 listeners and probably like 100,000 followers, and we'll talk." So at least I know the barometer of where we need to be. Yeah. It's not like a guessing game. It's not
Right.
So our conversation earlier made sense.
Yeah.
There's not like having a firm goal, like, because it's hard to be chasing a dream and you don't really know where you can get to.
We hold each other accountable. That's first thing.
Yeah.
We will hold each other accountable. Like, I called today about some stuff, but we hold each other accountable because we know we're a team. We know we want to grow with our podcast. Individually, that's fine, but if we can grow together, that is the best.
Do y'all help each other out with material too?
Yes, all the time.
I figure so.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Like I want to. Like I feel like I'm not I'm a weird creative. Like I'm very much a creative. Like
Don't say weird. Say unique.
Ooh, I like that. I'm a unique creative. Whereas like I might like I've never been a musician. I can't sing. I don't rap. I'm none of that. But like I produced music before. Like
in the shower, no, you can sing in the shower. The acoustic.
It's not even that good.
The shower. Your voice is fucked up. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit. My voice is good for talking. That's about it. That or like being an A&R guy. Like I would have been a great A&R person. Like I have a great ear for music, but I'm not
that wasted drunk
that.
friend up.
When it comes to comedy, I feel like I have no jokes. I can help construct jokes. I don't think I would deliver them well. So I want to be like a ghostwriter.
But no, that
or
is
a
fun.
comic.
It's not a ghostwriter. What it is you're not really a ghostwriter if you're giving taglines. Like we'll help each other out with jokes all the time because that is something that we do.
Right.
Because it's like, yo, if you say this, that'd be so much funny.
Right.
It's like one of the comedians.
That's what I mean.
One of the comedians had a joke. No, let me break it down.
The
comedian had a joke about a GPS situation.
Yeah.
And the comedian wanted to use it for the younger generation of people. So what I explained was, no, you can't use that for the younger generation. You got to use that for the older generations of not being able to use GPS. Because the younger generation will get lost. The generations of us, we knew where to go, how to go somewhere because we always had landmarks. Yo, when you get to the third stop sign, it's gonna be a red house. You make a left, 2 houses down. Don't forget to make a right down the drive. You get what I'm saying? The younger generation will know that they're lost without you. So we had to tell her, spin that joke, use it for the older people.
Yeah. I feel like I know that you're younger than me, but I don't know y'all ages. Y'all ever have to print out the MapQuest for your parents?
Yeah, no, I had to do that.
And
For my
then
parents. I'm 32.
For me. You said for me.
First of all,
I
used to go to the long way.
That's how we ended up in Canada. We did a family trip to Canada, and that's how we went up.
Y'all got locked up for having no damn passports.
Shit. I
I almost got my ass whipped for not buying ink.
For the printer?
Yeah, I was supposed to.
Forgot to, huh?
Forgot to.
Somebody was about to get like a check and they had to sign some shit. You know, fuck it up. That's what it was.
I'm a millennial. I'm in that weird. I know how to use white pages, yellow pages. I remember MapQuest. I remember printing out like, okay, cool, we're going to birthday in Delaware.
So,
all right, go ahead and remember to print that.
So wait, y'all just some old niggas. Okay, y'all some old niggas.
I'm an old millennial. I'm the oldest millennial there is. You're probably a young millennial.
So how old are you?
41.
Okay.
I'm Gen X, baby.
Damn, Tyreek, how old are you?
45.
Old ass nigga.
Old ass.
Old as my hair. His knees hurt.
Hell yeah, how you know?
Bitches up in the club.
He was pitching bitches up in the head.
Listen, he gonna be there somewhere. He gonna be there somewhere.
First of all, I've had surgery on all four. Wait. I've had surgery on all four corners, both knees, both Achilles.
So you know.
I got height surgery. The shit didn't work, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm still only 5'7". Fuck them. Fuck them doctors. They fucked me up. I was trying to get the RC height. I was like, I can get the 6 leg. It was like, yeah, we can get you at least a 6'5". Bitch, why am I still 5'7"?
I want to get whatever. I want to get whatever Big Sean got. Find whatever chiropractor that nigga got, because that motherfucker went from 5'8" to 6'2". I was like, nigga, no, what?
They put extra shit in his vertebrae.
I don't know what the fuck happened. That nigga just looked taller too. I was like,
But you said you have great posture.
I had a great time.
You were speaking about being a creative, right? There's so much power being around creators when you're a creator, because you're feeding off that energy. You got to be around it, because that's like Happy Gilmore, that's a happy place.
Yeah.
I love creating. I know for me personally, I'm gonna create one way or the other. I'm gonna create negativity, or I'm gonna create positivity. So I like
Be something creative.
something's creating. I'm creating something. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you say about me earlier, girl? Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm creating something, but at the end of the day, you gotta be around creators because you got that energy to feed off of, and it's all different perspectives. It's like when they created Captain Planet, it wasn't just one perspective; it was part. The ground, the fire, the earth, and all that came together to make one person, and that's what it is. Once you get that different perspective, it's like, all right, now I can go anywhere and say what I want to say. Everybody should be able to do it.
Yeah,
It's funny
I like that.
you use the Captain Planet reference because Don Cheadle ruined Captain Planet for me.
Oh, that was funny.
That shit was hilarious.
The funniest
So
dialogue.
whoever-
When you turn everybody to a tree.
Yes.
He draw.
Captain Planet, motherfucker.
He said, say what you gonna say, but just know, I'm gonna turn you back to a fucking tree. You said one thing.
Like, that changed the whole perspective. But, like, yeah, like, it took somebody that was familiar with the show
Yeah.
and said, yo, you know what would be funny? What if Captain Planet had enough
Yeah.
and just started turning people to trees? And it was like, whoever thought of that was, like, it might have been one person, two people,
Yeah.
but like I said, pulling the creatives together to do that is what made it like, really good.
And it makes you easier because you ain't trying to be home by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all kind of, like, it's 5 people in this room, right? We can come up with a movie in like an hour. You know what I'm saying? We all got different perspectives. And we can
Man, I got like 5 movies in my head right
There you
now.
go.
Yeah, right.
You ain't bring us
There
none of
you
these
go.
fucking scripts.
There you go.
They don't care about us.
But you know what's really, as I get older, I have more respect for Dame Dash
Oh,
the
yeah.
older I get. Because before, when I was younger, I was just an angry man, very angry man, yelling at people. Whereas,
I want to apologize to my child for listening to my podcast here because
I forgot because we're kids.
daughter, I apologize. But you grown and you having sex. Leave me alone.
And still mad that you cursing?
Yeah, I don't cuss around my kids. I don't cuss around my kids.
You Deion Sanders?
He probably cussing his kids.
Gosh darn. The Tar Nation.
First of all,
Yosemite Sam.
that's my daughter. I don't be cussing around them. No, unless they come to a comedy show.
But
I'm just saying.
But
That was funny that time your daughter came to Flex.
And she's never coming back.
He was so appalled.
She was like, Dad.
You're cussing. I was like, nobody told you to cuss. Stop trying to speak
Way
up.
more cuss. Parents sitting in the front row. That's my baby.
No, but you know the funny part? Remember they asked me in the comedy college? You sitting in front of your mom. I was like, yeah, they didn't believe it.
The funniest thing about that night was everybody's face when you said the whole
My mom sucked dick so good. My dad that spun the block after 40
Yo.
years. I was like, well, he right there.
everybody went like this, was like, and then looked over just to see the reaction, to see like, were they laughing? And they were like, how could you say that in front of you? It's like, you gotta understand, their relationship is for that family. It's not gonna be the same as the relationship he has with his mom and father.
Different strokes for different folks. As they say.
Exactly.
We're not going to talk about different strokes. My dad got a bunch of kids.
For his daughter, if she listens, the way you get him back, do the same thing he did in front of his parents. Get on stage and start drawing on stage.
They're not going to win. They already know that.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to win. They're not going to win. I'm going to make fun of her husband.
I'm sorry, the Dame Dash on basically, this is one clip they always play all the time. Basically, they're like on a bus, and it's like he's talking to a bunch of Rock Nation artists, and he was like, "Yo, no one should be making all the bread. Like, no one should be the main person in this company. We all should be stars. Like, if we all making money, we all making moves, then if I fall off, then that person gonna help me." It's basically like the movie Paid in Full. Like when Ace was like, yo, everybody eats me. And the one dude was just so mad because he wasn't making the same amount, or the perception of him was as a worker, even though he wasn't working, because the guy, when he got out, gave him corners. He was like, bro, at respect, you used to date my sister, and I know you used to work these corners. I got you. You won't lay low, but you still won't get that. You still won't collect the money at the end of the day. You won't get your cut. So that makes sense to us,
But he didn't respect it enough.
exactly, it was a pride thing. It was a thing of, well, I gotta make the most. Why?
Because
If somebody give you free money, you don't get mad at the lotto.
But it's like, remember you took me to the radio show for the first time?
Yeah.
And what happened? When I gave them my story, I want to become the most interesting guy in the room, right? First thing I do is, no, he brought me here, let's talk to him first. Because I didn't feel as though it was fair for the women to want to talk to me, because he brought me here. I'm like, no, my bro, let's talk to him first. We can get to me later. You get what I'm saying? Because if not for him, I wouldn't be here. You get what I'm saying? Because we that type of team that we're going to put the person that is supposed to be about up front. because that's the thing right there.
But it was really dope about that. They called me, asked me was I still in Norfolk. They were like, yo, they said if you can make it up here at a certain time, you can jump in the show with us.
I went outside and got my security.
And that's how they brought me. They were like, and then they realized it was a joke. And I was like, oh, that's RC. They were like, yeah. He's like, yeah. And then the interview continued, and I was like, yo, that was dope.
We ended up on what, 3, 4?
I don't know how many
that
shows we got on that
That
night.
night we was on a couple people's just
We were on a
regular
couple
segments
people's
because they
shows.
just wanted us to be on there.
I'm going back to do interview with DJ Too Tough. Interview with who was it? Dub, LP, and 2 other MCs because it was like they were doing it was basically like a hip hop seminar type of thing. So it was like from old to new, and was able to do the interview for that, which was dope. And I was like, I was just happy that they considered me even to come back for it. And so, and like I said, it went for 20. So most of the time when we go up,
You know what's crazy? I keep being y'all plus one.
Sassy.
But the funny part is, people always look at us and then be like, it's to the point where if they see him and him, where's RC? If they see us, where's Twan?
Right.
And so forth and so on.
Yeah.
And it's like, even when we're going up there and he's not with us, we have to shout him out. Because
We don't have to. We just do.
Twani's the plug that, you know.
That's the mayor. We call
Oh yeah,
Twani the mayor.
Twani's the mayor.
We call him the mayor.
I like that for you.
Right.
You little mayoral.
Right,
We was like, everybody know this motherfucker.
we was like, we gotta get shirts made that say 20 for mayor.
I like that.
Sherelle Parker, your time is coming.
No, all right. So since y'all brought that up, right, with Sherelle Parker, so I know I work at the airport, right?
I mean, where do I work at?
Yeah, but you hear it over the
And I'm not even
speakers.
far from there, so.
I'm pretty sure you hear it over the speakers.
Oh, yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, when she start, yo, does she sound like the answer machine for Hattie Mae Pierce from Big Mama House?
Oh,
This is
no.
Sherelle Parker. Like you do play it side by side. This is Hattie Mae Pierce. Like it sounds.
It sounds like the John from Atlanta too. And they all sound the same.
It all sounds like
Always the mayor
Like she sounds like
at
from
the
down
airport.
south. You from Philly, but why do you sound like that? It's really weird. Like it's a very generic Popeyes spokesperson voice.
No,
Not the dry biscuits.
Not to love that chicken from Popeyes.
No, the dry biscuits.
You gonna love my chicken? You gonna love my biscuits? I was like, yo, Sherelle, your team approved that. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I was pretty sure that if you would have heard that, he was like, that's very Popeyes. I think you need your unique Philly voice. You sounded very.
This is at the airport.
This
Though.
is at the airport.
So what they're doing is they're playing up for people coming in the field. They want to be as warm.
Yeah.
They want to feel a little southern.
But that's
wanted
every
to say
airport.
John.
That is every But no, that is every airport. Every airport I go to, there is a speech from the mayor playing.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Which is fine.
I've never
It
been.
just
And I've been to
sounds
so
weird.
many airports, it's ridiculous.
Because you hear it,
I've never been in
and
it.
through an 8-hour shift. I probably hear it like 50 times.
Yeah.
You need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I just, bro. 85 to me. People be asking me questions. I'm in a wheelchair. I don't even have a company shirt. I still don't have a company shirt. I just have a hoodie on, my hood up, with this tag. And you know where the bathroom is? I don't know where the bathroom is.
You
son.
follow the sign.
I'm asleep.
That'd be my thing. Can you follow the
Don't
sign?
try to go out.
I got a question for you since you work at the airport. Because my last airport experience was treacherous. And it seemed like the people who worked there were having a ball. So
Which
I didn't
airline
know.
was it?
Well, I was flying Delta, but it was a whole airport. This is when
What?
this was probably like a month and change ago when like everything went down for like a couple days.
Oh, it wasn't here. It wasn't here.
Oh, you talking about when they had the
Oh,
break?
when-
Yeah, I got stranded well, I got stranded first in California, and then the layover in Atlanta got held up. But like, realistically, I lost 4 hours. There were people that had to they lost a day, they
You
had
know
to
where I
go to
was
the
at?
hotel, the whole nine.
I was in Jamaica coming back home.
Ooh. Did you get delayed or no?
No.
If you did, I'd have stayed in Jamaica next
I'm a
day or
fool.
two.
Is it just me or the Philadelphia airport is depressing?
Damn.
It's like when you come home, you be like,
Not actually. It's
Okay, I've been
That's
to
you.
Atlanta.
That's you.
I've been to Miami. I've been to.
You naming all these whole places.
Right about the name on place. The energy is totally
vacation
different.
spots.
Yeah.
Energy in Atlanta is like, hey, it's a party. In Miami,
No, energy in Atlanta, is that a girl? That's the energy down there. I'm just saying.
energy in Miami is a party going on. Energy in Philly is the fuck you want, dog.
Yo,
That's the energy
when
in
you come
Philly.
back like pussy. I knew you'd be back.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's what the pussy telling me I'm back though.
I knew you'd be back here. Get the pussy.
Don't you want to go see me?
I'm going with Cyrus and this shit.
You guys are disappointing. That be the pussy how I be talking to me like, you know, in the back, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Do I gotta spit on it first or not?
But you know what's the craziest thing? So when it was probably like maybe a week or two when it was raining every weekend,
Oh yeah.
and so I work the weekends. So some of the was it American Airlines, some of the baggage claim stuff would be packed. So we talking 60, 70 people just sleep on the floor in chairs on top of walls. People sleep anywhere they can, just mad, just angry, just in the bathroom, not
Sleep
doing
on
nothing
the
but
thing that
sitting
go
on
around
the
the
toilet.
floor.
Yeah, just sleep on the edge of that, just sleeping, balancing, just sleeping. So I had the one girl come up to me. I'm cleaning. I'm about to go in the bathroom. I'm getting trash out, and she was like, "Excuse me, can you tell me why I can't get my bags right now?" I'm like, "I don't know, miss. I'm out floors. I don't."
I would try to work for
She was like, "Oh, that's cool. You the only person doing your job in here. Anybody else doing this? Everybody sitting around, miss. I'm pretty sure they can't go outside because it's a thunderstorm." That's probably why. She just was like, okay. And then she just went back with a neck rest on. I'm like, why do you have a neck rest joint on?
You should have mopped on the floor.
Chilling.
I don't know.
No.
Mop.
You know what? I'm glad I don't have that part of the job at the airport.
Yeah.
You get your license, you
It's
can
cool.
fly like me.
I don't.
Best friend.
Okay. Good shit.
I don't hate my job. I hate when people
I'm trying to work with you.
ask me questions that don't make no fucking sense.
Because they don't know no better.
I don't have no uniform on.
I mean, I have a vest on.
Right.
And
People can't tell you work there?
Nah, like I've been working there 3 months. They still haven't given me a shirt.
Oh, good shit.
That's in the company name.
So you just like a random homie that's just like
Deputy
Wow.
you know, at the
Pretty
airport?
much. Pretty much.
And honestly, it stinks when you come from the parking lot.
I know the cops give you hell. You be walking around with a bag. What the fuck you doing with that bag?
Yo.
First of all, the cops don't give a fuck. The cops don't give a fuck at the airport.
But this,
All right?
no,
Unless you
this,
park somewhere.
No, they don't give a fuck. That's my
I
point.
always look like I'm supposed to be there. It's funny, Zach said he was like, yo, you look like a person that look very prestigious and look supposed to be places. I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's how I look when I'm everywhere. I look like I'm supposed to be there. I look like actually like a supervisor. Niggas be like, yo, so you think
I'm about to get a nigga the clipboard in my
it's,
car.
it's really, yeah. And people will believe
depend
it.
on
The
it.
best.
Yeah.
People believe it. People think I'm security at that place. People think I'm a flight attendant on that joint, even though I got a t-shirt and slacks or whatever pants on, Dickie pants on. Just makes no sense. People ask me all types of questions. It's weird. It was like, yo, so when the flight taking off? I don't even have. When
No,
we gonna
you
take
gotta
off?
tell them.
Tell them something.
You gotta tell them when the
No, you
flight
don't.
takes off and the wheels leave the ground.
Listen, you know what I tell them when they
I'm
come
an
to me?
asshole
You
about
had
it.
me fighting
Let me
that.
help you out.
When the flight, what do you mean? When the wheels leave the ground?
No,
What
it's
you
not
talking
that.
about?
You have to be more strategic.
No, I'm an asshole.
Because the fact that I work with the bags, they come up to me, I'll be like, I'm right in the computer. They walk up, I'll be like, oh, I do apologize. I don't know what goes on here. Go ask one of the people that work the gate agents, the was restaurant. And then I walk off.
Oh yeah.
Well, look
I
at you
say-
being all professional and shit.
Exactly, because I know how to not
Sir,
get fired.
I seen somebody do some. I was standing there before my shift. The floor team was sitting there scrubbing the floor. I think it was in D terminal. Blocked the shit off, right?
Sound like Frontier Spirit.
That's about right.
What you about to say?
That's about right.
No, you're right. No, you're right. The motherfuckers went around. First, they tried to walk through the fucking caution tape, which was crazy. Like the dude got off the escalator, and it's like his brain shut off. He was like a force field hit him. He kept walking into the tape. What the fuck wrong with you? He went around the joint, looked me in the eye as he did it, walked over to me, and was like, "Where's the bathroom?" Mind you, he walked past the bathroom,
The norm.
to fucking ask me where, but he was here when he said it. He was here when he said
It's
it.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yo.
Your shit smell like this.
It was the beginning of the shift. I just clocked in.
It's tough doing nothing.
Man, people were fucking weird about it.
I got an IT job where people ask me what was wrong when I fixed a problem. Like, you fucking know. Like, if I tell you what's really, I be fucking with them like, well, the third axis to the fourth quadrant was off on a 70-degree angle, needs to be on a 63-degree angle.
The curve was inward, not downward.
Fuck yours. Great way to fix it.
You said the X, you give them an X or a Y. Inward, upward, or downward.
You want to know the details of the shit that you don't know about.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You don't know what the fuck I'm
It's
talking
like a
about.
mechanic telling me what's wrong with my car. I don't do that job.
Just fix it, dog. That's it. Like, it's working out cool.
Now I don't know. When it become the mechanic, you need to tell me what the hell wrong.
No, I'm explaining.
Sometimes they be drawn.
I'm gonna say why. When they be like,
Why?
"Hey, you can't fix this on my car. You're not a real man." I'm like, "Bitch, first of all, I'm not a mechanic. I am a real man. What I'll do is call the mechanic. He'll fix it. That's the only thing I can say."
And I'll speak to him man to man. He'll never understand.
Yeah.
Like, if I got car questions, you know who I'm calling? RC.
Yo, what's going on? Dog, you already know. If it ain't with this battery or this, I don't know this shit. Stop calling my phone.
I can fix the flat. I can change the tire. I can do all that shit. But I'm not doing it.
When it comes
calling
to
insurance
mechanics,
and
me
AAA.
asking the mechanic what was wrong, I had my own idea already.
And
You get what I'm saying? I thought what it was. But some shit, you gotta fix good. They making that noise? All right, my man, you have a good one. How much it costs? But sometimes I'm like, damn, I thought it was the alternator. You sure it wasn't? All right, cool. It was the battery. All right.
Normally it's the alternator if it's the battery.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a mechanic, and I know that.
then I put it like this. You better hope it's the battery and not the alternator.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
it's a
You better have a warranty.
Yeah.
You better have a warranty.
Hope you got a warranty.
I got a couple miles left. Let me call my people.
Yeah.
That's only if you get them from the three-letter people.
No,
Pay you
nah.
less.
But see, here's the thing. If you don't get it from the 3-letter people, that joint go down, right?
They have a warranty.
So,
3 years.
where's AutoZone?
Right around the corner from my grid.
You in North Philly.
There's an AutoZone probably around the corner from
No.
somebody.
You still got to get that joint out of there and back to AutoZone. If you call it 3-letter people, they
No.
come to where you are.
I'm be like, ooh, hook me up.
I say you finally got.
Take my dad with you. The nigga know about
Finally
cars.
got.
And this is why relationships are important.
Thank you guys for letting me be on. Y'all be safe, all right?
Shout out to Kelly
You already
Lee.
know.
All right.
My God. But yeah, no, this is why relationships are important. Otherwise, you wouldn't get that battery for the love.
Yeah.
About what you know is what you know.
221.
True.
What's that? What is it? What's the price?
$221.39.
Yeah, see, I know it's all.
That's with tax. That's with tax.
Okay, that's the price. All right.
No, because somebody was like, "Well, if I go to so and so," and I was like, "Well, it's gonna cost you this much," or if you weren't a member, it's gonna cost you this much. And they're like, "Oh, well, do you have it on your truck?" I sure do. I got you.
So is that I wanted to ask you, you used to produce, what was it, the Eagles morning show?
It was called Inside the Birds. It was
Yes.
a pregame show.
You mean it wasn't about turkey prep Thanksgiving?
No, that would have been fun and tasty.
Super.
It was an Eagles pregame show that aired an hour. It was a 2-hour show. It ended an hour before kickoff.
Was Mike Quinn part of that though? No, it was Mike.
No,
Quinn
it was
part of that show.
it was Jeff Moshe, Adam Kaplan, Jason Avant, and Greg Cosell, who's the nephew of Howard Cosell.
How
He-
good concept.
Yeah.
So
He got that kind of voice too. That
Yeah.
shit was dope.
The slot receiver, Mr. Michigan.
Yeah, yup. Good dude. Trey Thomas was on it the first year, and then when Trey left, he came on. But that was a live, but like produced show. So
It seems like a fun show.
yeah, it was a good vibe. It was a good vibe. Yeah, it was definitely nerve wracking. We had internet go down. Probably we did maybe 40 episodes of that show, and live in a casino, half of it.
Oh shit.
So anything can go wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sound issues. You
Yeah.
know, like it was. We had some hurdles, but you know, we fixed on the fly. It's the worst when like you get the signal drop, and now the show stops, and you have to go up and do the second half of the show on another link on
Right,
YouTube.
right.
That's the worst. But
The Wi-Fi. And,
yeah, and we got no control over it. You
Right,
know,
'cause
posting that they be pissed
because
because
it's the casino.
she wants to do.
Yeah,
Um,
the Wi-Fi is trash.
Yeah, that was good. I'm actually happy I'm not doing that this year though. I get to actually go to games and enjoy myself.
Tell us what you got going on this year. As of now.
As of now, I am really focused on virtual podcast production. So right now I'm doing about 4 or 5 shows like that currently. And I learned at the podcast convention that there's a big need for this. So I'm looking to build a team of folks, preferably my people, but I ain't picky, who can produce, and I can then go sell. So I'm a really good salesman, but I don't really sell it because I don't have the bandwidth to do it myself. So I'm building a team to do virtual podcast production, and then I'll be able to offer people really affordable video and audio podcast production pretty cheap. So super excited about doing that. Of course, still doing big shows like the Don't Call Me White Girl podcast. We're still moving forward with that. We're actually about to make some improvements to it, some changes to it. So I'm happy about that. And then I got these twins out in Jersey who they're doing big things. It's called True Confessions Podcast. And I mean, they just started their platform a few months ago, and they already got like 50,000 subscribers. So they're blowing up because they got what are we? Wait, Gen X, Millennial, what's the one below us? Well, I think they below that. They're like 24.
The complainers. They all complainers. You got 1030.
Gen complainers.
Yeah, Gen complainers. I'm a liberal and I don't go by this pronoun.
So they got a nice thing going. We're producing their show and they're trying to get picked up by some networks. So just trying to grow in that space, man, and educate and bring other folks along and give the knowledge. You shouldn't. I'm a big advocate. Don't hold on knowledge. Knowledge should be given out. At no cost. I love just imparting knowledge. Now, if I give you the knowledge to do something and then you need my help to do it, well, there's a cost associated with that.
That's understandable.
But I'm willing to meet people, talk to people, tell them everything I've learned through my trials and tribulations of being in content. And I enjoy that process too. And again, what I said before, like, I ain't mean it in a devious way, but like when you give, people want to give back to you. They feel they owe you value. And I love when people feel like that. I like feeling that for other people, but like things just come your way.
Give and take is give and give back.
Right, always. And again, I've been now an entrepreneur for 10 years. I don't think I've ever actively tried to sell my services. It just always keeps coming back to me. Sometimes it'd be someone I ain't talked to for 3 years, and they hit me up, yo, you still do X, Y, Z? Yeah, I do. Oh, well, this person I just met randomly, and they need this. And I said, you should talk to my man, Zach. This is someone who I might not have spoken to in years. So I love that element of just always, again, not what you know is who you know. So the more people I know, the better. You don't really know someone if you just like said, hey, what's up? You really need to like sew into them or vice versa to really know somebody.
That leads into, I was talking to a friend of mine about popularity. Popularity doesn't always mean income. Which you know about Jocelyn Hernandez, right?
I know who that is. I
Okay.
know
She has something called Dancing Freaks, right? Which is for the exotic entertainers because she had the women first.
Oh, okay. I
Now
got
she
you.
got the guys.
The cabaret.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had Jocelyn's Cabaret, now she got Dancing Freaks. Jocelyn's Cabaret was for the women.
Yeah.
The
For the
Dancing
women?
Freaks- Yeah, it's the women doing it for the men.
Oh, okay.
Dancing Freaks is the men doing it for the women.
Gotcha.
However, their popularity doesn't generate income the way it should.
The men do it for the women.
Right. Because, and I had to explain to one of my friends, I said, these guys are very popular, but they don't do enough to generate income when it comes to their shows. Because I've seen quite a few of those shows where as though the turnout to their shows was not what it should be. And my thing is to
You
be
seen like attending? Like,
Yes,
Go
attending.
check it
The
out.
numbers on social media.
the numbers on social media don't add up. You got
real life
50,000
ticket
followers,
But when it comes,
but when it comes to the show, you can't pull 2-3 people in.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got 5 guys that are on your show, but you only got 12 women at the show.
Like
And I explain to people, you have to be more personable. You got to talk to people because that is what's going to help you grow. You know what I'm saying? People ask me, well, I wasn't on there. I was like metal improv, so I'm not on it. People said, oh, he stopped dancing. No, I do both. It's just that I'm cool with doing my private stuff. If I do big stuff, yeah, I will. If I call for it, but you got to pay me what I'm asking for because I don't think my asking price is a lot, but I offer a lot. You get what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying when you say about you can give the knowledge, but they want you to help with the knowledge. That's the price.
So it's actually chiming on what JT's talking about on the real life popularity. So we've seen it, like people when we do shows, he brings what 30 people out by herself, 30, 35 people out by herself, just off of name recognition. So
And I ain't even that funny yet.
So, and that's the crazy thing. And, you know, I can only imagine how many women he brings out for the other profession. The other profession. So, but then it's, you know, it goes to the social media numbers, as you know, versus the real numbers. Is how many people's going to physically pay to see your content. And that's a totally different game. Because a lot of people have the views, but it don't turn to
It don't turn into profit.
Don't turn into
I've seen guys with 50,000 people following them. They not booked every weekend.
Should be.
They might be booked once a month.
You should be booked every
And it's
weekend.
like, yo, what you got going on? Nothing. What you got going on? Nothing. Oh, okay. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're not selling themselves enough. Being a new comedian, do I get booked doing comedy? No. I get booked doing what I do on the other side. However, it leads to people talking to you and getting you booked in comedy. I don't know what's going on downstairs, but
But it
lot-
sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
Somebody is.
Thumb getting cut off. Her coochie is moist. You can hear it in the laughter. You hear the laughter?
Yeah.
Fishy.
I just noticed, shout out to the Owl's Nest. I didn't even know they had crept in there. Thank you.
That's our hosting venue. That's right.
So definitely big shout out to them.
Lovely venue, right?
It's a fantastic.
Are you coming? No, you better not come in pajamas again.
Got that right? We're pajamas again.
With a mask on? It's a masquerade thing.
And I'm coming pajamas.
And a mask.
Cause I'm sexy, nigga. Don't you come in a mask at your job?
Only a hood, but whatever.
Same difference, same difference.
It's my job is masquerade. Nigga come in mask and pajamas. You know what I'm saying?
We do shit. We do shit.
I had to. So for the people that don't know, we have another installment of Comedy with the Kink,
Part 2.
Part 2. This is coming out in November. Early
November 9th.
November 9th.
It's a Saturday.
And so the first installment, I was the headliner of the show, and I wore my pajama set because
He was Hugh Hefner.
So I had the Hoochie Daddy shorts on with a white T-shirt.
His
and
balls touched his thighs. I didn't want to see that.
Damn.
He did 2 jumping jacks.
Had the white, you know what I'm saying? Had the Air Forces on with the pajama jammy jam style. I had my Hugh Hefner.
First of all,
Jamie J.
you out here fucking in Air Force Ones? Not even slippers?
Yeah, now you gotta put your leg up on that, man. I'm a child of the '90s, sir.
Yeah, see?
Man, they always
the young
fuck
shit.
with they always fuck with the shoes, sneakers,
Fucking some fila boots. For fucking some sneakers.
We got footwear on. You won't see this. You won't see these non-creased Timbs.
I'm not fucking my Timbs up in the party.
You don't see these non-creased Timbs.
Give me the
Yeah,
Doc
this
Martens
show.
first.
Not the Doc Martens.
The combat boots. That's what it was.
But it's actually interesting that you said about sharing the knowledge. And then you also gotta seek knowledge because I knew when we went to the podcast movie convention, it was black people there, but it was so funny we're both from Philly. It was a lot of black podcasts that are from Philly that were there and went to the free event. Those same black podcasts did not show up because they gave us free tickets to go. So you only had to pay for travel and room and board. They even fed you depending on what event you went to after the fact.
First of all,
But we didn't see that many.
wait.
Most of the
You
black
had a
pod-
fucking ball. We seen the pictures. You posted
First, we've seen the picture.
Now, wait. When he was in the BET John, he had a fucking ball. I'm the only one that ain't been to shit.
You in Jamaica. With butt naked.
You don't count?
Yes!
That wasn't for us.
You was butt naked on a beach somewhere.
With titties in your face.
But that group dropped me. And they still got people coming.
Titties, trunks.
No, we're not talking about that. And
everything
they dropped
except
me.
money.
The group dropped me. We're not talking about it. They dropped me.
Okay, well, we're not talking about that. We talking about titties trumps everything except
You
money.
always win.
Titties don't always win because you don't pay my bills.
Niggas
I like
like
money.
That's what I said. It don't trump money.
Niggas like was a real Justin Timberlake.
Oh wow.
Hey,
Okay.
ladies.
Hey. We about to
You
sign
summoned
off.
them.
Y'all sliding on it?
Absolutely.
We
on,
just
come
talk
on
about
in.
titties.
That's
You know,
right.
brought them
No,
up.
we're just talking about cities.
That's so crazy. Oh wait, you can take the top off? Wait a minute. You cannot really pull your titties out.
No, she's showing you her shirt.
Everybody deserves to come.
We're right there.
Oh, snap. That's
My
fine.
question is where at? Where
Wherever
at?
you want to.
Oh, hey. I knew it would be friends. It is very soothing. It's like a hall. When them kids slide on down the hall. So go ahead, we'll wait.
Oh my God.
Only you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome. So we just want to say the host of Ladder 15, the one and only John Phillips. He's one of the funniest guys in the city. He's one of the funniest guys, period. I ain't gonna say
That
that,
part.
period. Look, y'all came upstairs. Look at this. He done brought them upstairs and
They
everything.
want to hear from them.
They wanna have-
They from Houston, but I'm showing
Are
some
they,
Philly
they from H-Town?
love. We had to get.
Wait a minute.
Oh, y'all some
right there.
I see. Look at this.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was in position.
We had to get them away from the crackhead.
We're not from
Oh, yeah, it's
Houston,
okay.
but we live in Houston.
I have friends in Houston. We'll talk offline.
You not been there?
I've been plenty of times. I have friends there. No, I have friends there.
What kind of friends?
Huh?
Dirty, dirt.
Why they gotta be dirty? They clean.
No, I'm talking about nasty friends.
I don't know about that.
They nasty.
I'm angelic. You see, the wings is under my
You were
shirt.
just talking about coming in hallways. So.
And always.
Oh.
Busting down.
Those are throats.
That's a hallway, motherfucker.
Exactly.
You go from the top
What's so deep?
floor to the basement. Huh?
My kids fell in the slide. Called the throats.
You a kid? You a kid?
Yeah, because I ain't pull out 4 times.
That's gay. You got kids?
That I didn't pull out 4 times.
Yeah, before.
Just for
Y'all just come and interrupt.
Biggie bag 4 for.
No, I don't have no side pieces. It's all entrees.
Oh.
All entrees.
No fast food. We got white napkins.
I never got caught jerking off. Y'all thought that was a joke, or they wasn't here. They missed that. But
Sure did.
So real quick, let the folks know who you are.
Oh, I'm
If
sorry.
you have a social media handle, this would be a time to shout it out.
Oh,
And
okay.
since you're off from Houston, you know what
Yes. Okay.
H-Town?
H-Town.
I mean? It's
The
cold.
hoes down there.
So like I said, I'm gonna say it again. So I'm not from Houston, but I live there. My handle is travel with goddess _C.
Ooh.
Travel professional, or you just like to travel?
Both.
I'm on my way. Get my cards.
I travel for work and I travel for leisure, for pleasure.
We'll get her to define pleasure later. Like shit out her lips though.
She a birthday girl too. Shout out to the Virgos.
Oh yeah.
This is a Virgo corner right here.
Look, we got a Virgo kid next to you. Look at that.
Libras Nation's next.
Nobody's talking about that. So I'm Kona. My Instagram is _24KTM. You can find me there. I also am a travel professional, but I also travel a lot for leisure. I just returned from South Korea and Thailand, which was amazing. And then my next big trip is going to be Sri Lanka next month.
Right.
These are the jobs they don't tell you about in school.
What?
Professional
John, do you want to go?
No, this not weekend.
Sri Lanka? Yeah.
You by yourself?
No, I'm going with my sister because she lives in Qatar.
So you still by yourself.
Travel dick on the way. He didn't say no.
She did say.
Snaky slam.
I can't. Oh my God.
Right on that table. And it's heavy.
But as soon as I do that, they talk about me. See? That's that bullshit.
I didn't think we that
Oh, we
heavy
can't.
I was told it was heavy.
My shit heavy.
I was told it was heavy.
That shit make noise like oh.
That's what it sound like.
Let the beat.
Right now, we gonna say Rick Ross.
Let the beat break. Oh.
They back.
I'm I'm about to say skinny Rick Ross or fat Rick Ross.
When the fuck this nigga been?
Well, I got the.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, like
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. Loose
you
fit.
know, he lost.
Loose fit.
Loose fit.
Loose
Oh,
fit.
that fit?
Rick Ross. Yo. Yo.
Did you call those Ozempic? Like seriously?
Not
I'm starting to have the.
My buffalo is running wild. No.
Oh my god.
I mean, eat buffalo meat. I don't give a
I
fuck.
ain't never seen somebody throw cheese on top of stuff and act like it's gourmet.
All fat niggas do that. Y'all do that fat shit.
First of all, I throw cheese on my shit. Chill.
That's fat shit.
Well, I'm fat, nigga. I'm fat.
But it's not seasoned, is what I'm saying. It's not an accomplishment when you throw cheese on shit.
Here we go.
He said they're real fat.
Need that nigga to be back.
And the coochie cushion? Oh, football look good. No.
Wait a minute.
You see it?
Her
Her coochie not strong because her zipper's still out.
I mean, you know, I'll be able to pull up his
The wet spots?
I don't know.
So, if you did,
This is more you can handle. What you
No,
talking
so-
about? I ain't telling you more you can handle podcast.
so for those who don't know, this is the More Than You Can Handle podcast.
Thank you. Look at him.
Always down to the brain. We gentlemen here. We always got the one that's been dressed.
Zach like, Zach like, damn.
He's like, can I still be on here? But I hate my job on tomorrow.
You know the funniest thing was is when I told you originally about the podcast. You ever watch
I have, but yes. It'll be like this. You'll be like, all right, whoa, where we going? Hold on.
That's amazing. I've never seen like compliment guests, but I like this.
Can I do this? Yes or no? Let's see, yes or no.
I like it.
If he takes my bra off, he gonna wear it like everyone.
You don't think I can do it? You want to
Oh,
test it?
no, so mine would be a helmet on his head.
That's fine. Do you want to do this or not?
Oh, you gonna be like a retarded kid.
No, he gonna be like the boy with the
big ass
weird
titties.
signs.
So, I mean, if y'all want me to do this, I'll do this if you accept it.
Wait. Tell me. Both. It's two.
I
So
can do
both.
both.
So either you
I'm looking like a
get
nigga.
one bra and then I get the other one.
Okay, can I take them both?
You
Test me, I got
get one bra.
Then you get that?
Boy.
Okay, then get that. Let's see who the fastest. Y'all ready?
The fastest is
I
taking it off.
will agree as long as
And she got a Jill Scott bra.
No,
And
I can put
she got a Jill Scott bra.
because he did it somewhere, and I was like, wait a minute, why are you doing this?
He said, Jill Scott. My mind immediately went to the
I'm about to go. Are y'all
No,
gonna do this or not?
you got it.
you gonna do it or I can do it.
No.
We gonna do it.
As long as
No.
I see my
Come on. Let them do it.
No, we gotta do it.
They have to do it.
No, we gotta
Study
take it
show,
off.
boy.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Studies show.
Move your hand.
Move your hand. We ain't cheating up here.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, we can. What Obama say? Yes, we can.
Obama not around anymore.
That's okay. What coming next? Shit, we in trouble.
Look, no. Here we go.
She told me go ahead.
No.
It's too late.
Hold on.
It's too late. It's too late. And I ain't even used two hands.
This is grown.
It's too late. So listen.
Wait, how the hell did
Let me
Now,
think.
imagine you at the bar, you sitting there, you having a drink, and you look up, and your homie got titties
So
on his head, so to
listen.
speak.
This is how we get down. The More Than You Can Handle podcast.
And you just give me yours. I'm not digging it.
The more you do it, the better you get at it. And that is a perfect example.
I
Her
can't.
titties is not Fat Man Scoop.
No, let her do it.
All right, fat man.
She doing it.
You gonna let her do it? This is bullshit. You supposed
And
to
James Earl Jones passed it.
He did.
The nigga 93 years old.
He was.
So what?
So
what? He was the voice of a generation.
Well, that's an athletic girl.
It's not that cold up here, but she
I got a lot
happy.
of titties.
You do.
It's
So do you
a
both.
lot of titties.
They're twinning.
And I,
When have you been?
What are you? You taking? Oh shit! Let me
Y'all come on, bring it over here.
Oh
Oh my God. This is how it happens at the More Than You Can Handle podcast.
never
Somebody
know.
getting their ass and pussy tonight. She get
Yeah,
a combo.
no.
I just had a show.
You gotta watch the full episode.
No, what the fuck about that? Do you see the scene there? You see the scene there?
I just had to put that out there.
Oh, y'all hear about Bill Kentucky?
I just had to put that out there. Okay, I'm sorry.
Whatever.
How about on the phone that shit?
Yeah, we won.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I thought you
Y'all
were
still
trying to
confused on the quarterback.
Shut your motherfucking ass up.
Are you okay? Are you there?
I love that.
Notice that? No,
Why?
you gotta do a
It
regular.
looked
You can't
big
do no
as
filter.
shit. I'm
You
sorry.
gotta-
Wrap that around the back. That shit like you like a woman. You like a mama saying.
I'm gonna play football. Yo, where the linebacker at? I'm about to come on the field like,
I'm playing safety. I'm not the
Oh,
touchdown.
your facial expression when he took her bra, he was like, "Nigga, that was so fat."
I was watching the process. Like,
You was like, alright, he's back to the baby. He got the
I took my time because I ain't taking them both off her arms at the same time.
You did.
I did one hand.
wait, you did that?
Yeah, you ain't seen that shit.
You were standing right here. I didn't.
You went ahead and watch
Time out.
that.
Time. She got an easy lane brain, bro.
I can do
Okay.
that
Bro,
myself.
She got a Jill Scott, bro.
It's
so different.
It's Juicy Couture, bitch.
Whatever the fuck it
That's
is.
that Juicy Couture. That's that JC.
All I gotta say is,
Them
let's
titties smell
take
lovely galore. I'm just saying.
a
But
run.
listen,
Why is it giving me like old Russian woman vibes?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's not.
Sorry.
That's what it is.
Motherfucker got the drink.
It's more the fault of LeBron than it
He
is.
got to
Like,
Morty, please.
look, time is
Put
winding
another
down.
log on
Wait,
the
wait.
fire, Morty. It is close.
Time is winding down. This is the More Than You Can Handle podcast. As y'all can see, this is why we're More Than You Can Handle. Because we do things like this. I want to thank all of our special guests. Before we get out of here, can y'all introduce yourselves, give y'all handles,
One more time.
tell people what they can find y'all doing and where to find y'all at. Before y'all get out of here, we get out of here. And we're going to give our outro.
Okay.
Ladies
You want to go
first.
first? I went first last time.
Sure. Once
It
again,
is.
I'm Kona. You can find me on Instagram _24KTM. You can find me in the air.
That part. That's not for her. That's not for her.
I was thinking more like this. I was thinking it's giving. It's giving.
Give a tiny violin.
I'm Cece. But my full name is Sinitra. Somebody, I think he's talking shit
We
about
can't
her.
spell that, but go ahead.
No, you can't. But it's Sinitra. Yes. My handle is travelwithgoddess_C.
Always on the beach, letting niggas try to lick their ass.
Well,
and they
no,
know.
Not none of that. So, yes.
She like, don't say it on camera at least. Now what happened? You know.
Yes, always on the beach. Because I do love the beach. I do love water. I'm a big foodie, so you know this fupa is real. So go ahead.
Me too.
But just like Miss Kona over here, you can always find me in the air, flying. I love to travel. That's what it is.
They work for a very prestigious
Shut your
airline.
ass up. I asked you to say all that shit. We don't even put out the
Frontier or Spirit?
None of your business. We ain't saying nothing.
Wait till we get out of here.
This has been fun. I'm Zach James, bitch. Show me your touch also known as Zach of all trades. I help other people grow their businesses and bring their content dreams to life. And this was fun. It was good to meet all y'all and have a good time with this crew. And a lovely surprise at the end. Thank you, ladies. Yes. Fantastic.
Oh man.
Y'all want me to go?
Yeah,
Are we
go
go-
ahead.
You're not wrong. You definitely should.
About to say you got it.
I'm holding my thoughts in. I'm a comedian, also known as Wanted, another exotic entertainer.
Oh.
Mr. Strip to steal your girl, but I make her laugh first.
Dirty Dick Gang.
I'm a POW. So look, this is the What Do You Handle podcast show, November 9th. What Do You Handle with a King Part 2. Next!
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, you remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
So this is Swanee 2 times, aka the Plush King, the Glenn Gillings,
Oh, this guy.
aka Justin Timberlake. I can see his holding hand.
Oh my god.
Walking on the beach where I told him to sing.
Turn it to the center. And to smell it, make sure the nipple smells good. That nipple smells good. You know what I mean?
Stinky nipple would be terrible.
Tickle it.
That would
Go ahead. You ready?
Hold on, y'all
You
got
ready? You ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is your boy RC, aka Mr. Fellation Me Now and I'll thank you later. This has been More Than You Can Handle.
Wait, time out. This nigga just came back from pissing and didn't wash his hands. But go ahead.
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Before you get to that, I'm an old nigga. I wash my hands and my fingernails just in case I got to tickle that cooch. Dirty back bitches in the air, y'all motherfuckers don't wash at all. Your undergarments stink.
This is our host for the Monday night Ladder Lad,
Yes,
the one and only John.
John Phillips.
And this is More Than You Can Handle. And thank y'all for joining us.
And we are out.
We're going to breakfast.
Excuse me, I gotta wait. Let me get that off.
I've been on stage because they start the second half.